one of the most essential tools you're going to need as a web developer is a code editor, a good one. A code editor is essentially just a text editor, but with some more bells and whistles that are geared towards helping you develop websites and applications and software. So you can just use a straight up text editor like Notepad or something like that, but it's not recommended because it's just going to hold you back, slow you down, and it's not really built for coding and programming. So it's not really recommended. Thankfully, there are a lot of options out there, both free and paid. And a lot of the time, the free and paid versions rival each other, so it's nice. I'm a pretty strong supporter of starting off just hand coding everything with a very basic text editor like Text Wrangler by Barebones. It's free and it's very capable, and it's basically just a simple code editor that looks like this, where you can program here. You can have your files over in the right sidebar here and save your documents as HTML, CSS, JS, PHP, so on and so forth. So it's good. This is how I started. The upside about this is that you will learn muscle memory in your fingers and learn to code right from scratch, kind of the hard way. But I recommend that because with a lot of these other fancy code editors, they help you with code folding and autocomplete and suggestions and so on and so forth. And you often don't really learn how the code works because the software is kind of doing it for you a little bit. So it's nice to start off from scratch. So I would recommend, if you've never programmed before, to start off with Text Wrangler. And it's available for Mac and maybe PC. I'm not really sure about that. I'm pretty sure it's just a Mac software. But you can also, if you're a PC user, you can use Notepad++. This is a code editor for the PC, for PC users, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's free and open source. So it's a good editor, and it has a few features to help you with programming, but it's still very basic and can help you learn to code from scratch. You can move up a little bit and go to something like Sublime Text. There's a lot of really good reviews on this one. It's for PC and Mac, I am pretty sure. And it's essentially free, but after your free trial, you'll get notifications after every handful of saves to upgrade to the paid version, which I've heard is pretty annoying. But if you're using it and you're using this to start a business and you're going to make money off of programming and coding and making websites, it's fine to pay your one-time fee for a programming software, a code editor. So I heard lots of good things about Sublime Text. They have obviously lots of features to help you speed up your coding, and it's quite nice. If you want to do something a little bit more advanced, you could look at something like Coda 2. As you probably know, if you're a regular student of mine, this is kind of my favorite editor of choice. It does cost money. It's something like $90 or $100, unless they change the price on me here. $99. Sometimes they have promos for $79 and so on and so forth. But it's a really good editor. It looks like so. And it's very full-featured. It's got lots of help when you're programming. It helps you speed up your programming a lot. You could do lots of things like connect to terminals. You can use it as an FTP client. You could do split screen if you wanted to code on one side of the screen. Here, I'll show you here. You can open up a couple documents in one screen. So you could do some HTML here, some HTML here, or CSS here, so on and so forth. It's a really great editor. I sing its praises all the time. So you could check that out at panic.com/coda. Now, the other one, this is a fairly new one to the market, and it's kind of, it's tempting me a little bit to switch, at least temporarily, just to try it out. It's called Brackets by Adobe, and it is a free editor it's open source, and it's for programming, and it basically gives you all the features that Sublime Text and Coda and Espresso and all these sorts of things give you, and it looks quite beautiful, and it's very full-featured, and since it's open source, you could download plugins to help you speed up your programming. You could do different themes to make the editor look, your own, and you can, you can just go through their available plugins to help you code faster. So that's also worth trying out. I've heard lots of really good things about it, and my students have been suggesting that I try it out in my upcoming lectures just to see if it's worth trying. And the great thing is that it's free. So I'm actually going to give it a try throughout this course, and we'll see. So yeah, basically you're going to need yourself a code editor. That's essential. The number one tool you're going to need. It's kind of like you need a computer, and then you need a code editor and an internet connection. Those are the three kind of things you must have if you're looking to become a web developer, web designer. So yeah, just a little quick review. You could do something free like Text Wrangler or Notepad++ for PC. Sublime Text kind of gives you a free and paid option. It's a really great full-featured editor. Coda 2 is my favorite one that I've been using for years now, and it's amazing. And Brackets is kind of a runner-up here in the market that I think is going to do quite well. So check them out, get yourself an editor, download that, and I'll see you in the next lecture.